So I have a toddler who is almost 4 and a teenager who is 13. He is entering the 8th grade. As you all know from everything that's going on in the world, the pandemic and so forth, everybody's virtually going online. At least that is for our requirements for our district for the first quarter, like the first 9 weeks. So I was trying to figure out, let me do this so I don't keep showing my address. I was trying to figure out what I had in my stash to kind of help with that homeschooling aspect. My toddler used to be in ABA therapy full time. She's autistic on the spectrum. So she's no longer in ABA therapy, obviously because of the pandemic and all that. So we pulled her out and for various other reasons. So I'm trying to figure out what my life would look like when all this starts to come about on the 19th of August. How I'm going to keep track of Isaac and his online stuff. How I want to try to incorporate some homeschooling for Sophia in terms of behavioral therapy as well. And then I have real estate, I have YouTube, I have, just things for myself. This will not be a planner that will overlap my home life planner. That planner is totally different. I thought I wanted to use something just for a few items. So I was in here brain dumping that. First of all, I'm going to put this little image right here on my A6 Inamio, just so it can sit still until I figure it out. So I was writing some stuff down, and I wanted to get the Jibboon A5 Slim. I actually ordered it, and then I canceled it like really fast because I was like staring at this book, and I'll show you what it is in a minute. But I thought about, okay, using the the A5 Slim for homeschool planning, kids, goals for Sophia, real estate, and YouTube. And I was like, okay, well, how would you do that? I started drawing it out, like sidebar can be for the task, homeschool stuff could be here, me, real estate. I wouldn't include Isaac's stuff because he is so self-sufficient. A lot of the stuff that I would need to do is logging in, looking at his daily tasks. So I thought, like, for him, when I start to use the stuff in here, I could have like a separate piece of paper for all of his assignments that are due that week, or maybe perhaps print it, and then it keeps me on track as to working with him on where he's at with those respective assignments. So this was my brain dumpish thing on what I wanted to do. This planner I got on Amazon, and I was using it for school. I was going for my second master's. I'm almost done with it, but that's a whole nother story. I stopped it. I have about 6 classes left. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I may in the near future, but for right now, it's just not happening. So I had bought this planner for that purpose. Inamio? I don't know. You see the name there. I don't know the price point. I don't know any of that. This pin loop did not come on here. It came on a separate planner that my husband had bought me, and I put it there. I had my grading scale there. So it's similar to the Hobonichi Cousin. In my opinion, it's way less. I know for sure it's like in the 20s. And I like the paper, and it was great. So I was using it in January. I think my daughter's upset. Okay, my husband has her. So I was using it for school, and clearly that's not what I'm doing anymore. So it has a monthly. It's gridded. I think it's very, very, very simplistic and muted. And so when I was using it, took the pages that were like the monthly pages that I knew I wasn't going to use, and I did my degree plan. I did master task list, and I just put it in with paper, like dot grid paper, books to buy, the NCE requirements, Texas LPC requirements, scriptures to ponder. So I could use more of these pages for note pages up front if I wanted to. But for right now, I just put the Ollie clip and kind of did that. So let's go to the week, right? Because this is what I was thinking to do. So the tasks could be weekly tasks for Isaac, real estate, YouTube, his schedule. I said to type it out. This could be the weather part, and then I can section out the parts for their respective items. They won't be for the time frame. They would just be for that day's items. And I really don't keep a lot of tasks in my main planner for these items because I work on them whenever I want, and it's the summer, so I don't really have anything to do. Real estate is really picking up for our business, and so I really need to get a handle on helping my husband with that, even if it's like 1 or 2 tasks a day to keep me accountable. Sophia's goals, I would have to map that all out. I do have that in my planner, so I could perhaps start working on, the goal setting for her. And those goals align with her actual therapist's goals that when we checked out and stuff, they gave me like a freaking 50-page report on my daughter, I swear. So I can start to incorporate those, and those are more centered behavior-wise, letting her, or helping her rather, wipe herself, pull, right now she doesn't go to the restroom all by herself. That's a goal we have. There's a lot of different things that we have going on with her, so I can totally incorporate those. YouTube is where what I actually would film that day, or because YouTube is becoming a really good thing for me, so I want to get a little more strategic with it. So just have like a little section, real estate, and then the bottom can be like next day goals, and then I don't know, any kind of notes or how I felt that day, trying to maintain these tasks. But the back of the book, I think there's pages for notes as well. I used it for my practicum notes, but there's a whole bunch of pages for the back as well. And then I had tipped this in for contacts. So I thought this would be the perfect little book to use to help my kids, help me, help our business. And I didn't have to spend any money because I also can just like tip this in if I need to, or have this here. Or, I can have an area in the back that I can just use strictly for Isaac, and then each week, take out the respective things, or have his schedule here and his calendar events here, and then the next week I'll have all of his whatever his assignments are going to be. So I think this is enough for what I need it to be. So I am going to start to have some tasks that I need to do more recently, and that's going to be logging into the portal and getting his bell schedule, getting his actual schedule. I mean, there's going to be a lot more things coming up this week. This week is like the last week before school starts. I do know I have to go and get his laptop, exchange it. I mean, there's just a lot of different things that are going to have to happen, and I can't lug my big old main home planner with me. So I thought this book is more structured. It's not big. It's very thin, slim. And if I had to take this with me anywhere, I could. It has like this very soft, surface to it. And I don't know, I'm just trying to think outside the box of what I have and not going to spend money that I don't need to spend. I legit canceled the order for the jabun techo. I literally did. When I saw this on the table, I was like, Monique, cancel that. What are you doing? So anyhow, I thought I would show you this. I thought I would try to figure it out. Oh, my husband's outside with Sophia, and He sent me that picture of her. So cute. She's playing in the water with him. So, I don't know. I'll definitely let you know. But I do need something, even if it's not an actual structured planner. Maybe I start to put all the notes in here. I don't know, but I do need something to help me manage both my kids and our real estate, and possibly my YouTube, you know, and I don't want that in my main home planner, if that makes sense. I feel like it'll get lost in the sauce. So having something separate could possibly work for me. So, of course, you know that if I have any ideas, I come and share them. So I just wanted to come share them with you. God bless you guys.